Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to be on the Warlock today again. Um, going to do a little test here. I got something I normally wouldn't get, but um, I did buy the Mopar cold air intake. So what we're going to do, I just filled it up with 89, so we have no discrepancies on that. We're going to take it for a base run on the street, and then um, I will do another run when I'm done. And if we'll see if there is a difference. I don't think there will be, but one of the reasons I like the way it looks, two, it does raise the air intake higher, and three, there's a slight chance it could do something. So we'll find out. Okay, so now we're back, and it's at a 15.5 at 88 miles an hour. So if it's faster than that today, then we'll call it that it actually adds performance. If anything, it would be cool if it gained miles per hour, but that will that will 100% show gain in power if we gain speed. So um, stock air intake is pulling from down here. Um, so you're at about at the headlight level, I'd say, in this area. So anyway, all this is going to go away, and we'll have this piece on top. Everything, all that gets changed. Okay, of course, this is getting replaced completely. So we need to pull all the push pins out. The only thing I noticed is there's a hole here for the switch, the hood switch. So this is hopefully the new hood that got that hole there. I mean, it's not a big deal if it isn't, but looks like we have to drill it if it wasn't there. So here's the new piece, and the hole is there for the hood switch. So that's just one thing you don't have to worry about. It looks like it's going to pull air from under here. Of course, of all things, my push pin removal tool is AWOL. And it always happens when you need it. That's that. So I will say this. This is not no cheesy ass plastic. I mean, you can definitely tell this is 100% factory stuff because it's solid. I mean, it's very, very rigid. Not like, these aftermarket things you get that are just cheesy feeling and the plastic feels cheap. It's definitely not feeling that way. So that is a good thing. So I guess we got to get on to taking the stock stuff out. So it just pops out of this bracket here. I think I'm just going to leave it in there. I'm not, because there's stuff that's zip tied to it, and there's like a push pin bracket holder thingies. Not sure. It looks like it's 3 bolts and it comes out, but I'll decide that later. That's not important. So I got all the intake stuff off, so I'm just switching over. This was from the other one, and it's got the same, lockdown spots. So you just twist that sensor out of here, and then there's a provision for it right there. And then you push it in so that notch is in the groove. So next, it has you removing this piece that went from the breather on the engine to the right there. So that goes right there, and then this is the provided hose, pretty stout hose too. And I think next we're gonna do, well, we can put the cover back on the engine, and then I think the bracket under the hood cowl. All right, now they give you these 2 little nut inserts. And it looks like we're putting them in here. I'll have to look to see which way exactly, but they pop in this way or this way. So I'm going to check that out. But yep. Here, I have that bracket I installed right there. So there's two push pins that bonus if you ever lose any. Now you have two that you're going to have, but there's a bracket underneath with threaded inserts that goes underneath, and then this bracket sits on top, and you tighten it together and kind of sandwich it there. Yeah, so now the next thing is throw the air box on. Okay, so using those previous little nut things you placed in there, what I like about this is I do plan on pulling the grill out because I got some red letters for this, but this part won't affect it. You don't need to take it off. It's separate. So underneath, so I have that hose that I hooked up, pushed in, the air temperature sensor, and I have that clamp tightened down. It's around the corner there. So on the top, it uses these bolts here for the back, and then just these for the front, and then it's put the cover on. So there you have it all together except that top lid. I just wanted to get pictures of that before but it's solid, and you can tell it's OEM. It even comes with the sticker, tells you about your coolant, but gobs of room in here. It's crazy. I don't know, maybe you could do a dual battery setup in here, because I am putting the hidden winch in here, so it's gonna be coming out of right there. No, I think this looks like a million times better. So here it is with the cover popped on. I'm extremely happy with the fit and finish. So like I said, this thing's solid. You could tell it's like factory shit. So let's take it for a ride and see what it did. So anyone wondering about the appearance of the e-torque, it fits. So there's plenty of room there. So all right, here we go. Alright, here we go. It's a lot different driving this instead of that CTSV. So as you can see, I did 4 pulls, 2 without it and 2 with this airbox, and it ran exactly the same, no difference. So people who are trying to say you're not getting power and because people try to put it on a dyno and they say they're not seeing anything. Yeah, it's going down the road and air going into it isn't making a difference. So what does make a difference, so like the air is coming in up at the top of this grill. So for people that put snorkels on their stuff, not that I think I'm ever going to go in water that deep, but I am pulling in air at the top, right here, at the top of where the hood is. The stock air, there's a block off plate they give you, is way down there, which is about at the bottom of the headlight. Like the bottom of that is at the bottom of the headlight. So you are gaining height in where you're getting your air from, and I think it looks badass. So with this truck, how I have it, to me, it just fits the whole look of this truck. So I can't wait to get these wheel spacers, because this has just been driving me crazy because they're sucked in a little bit and I hate it. So I'm pretty much there, other than getting my Dumbo tow mirrors put on whenever those get here. But I am still extremely happy with it. We'll see if it helps with mileage. I don't think it's going to, but who knows. The looks and the air intake being way up higher was two of my goals. So, if you ever do go in water and you submerge the front end in first, the higher the better. So, but no, anybody trying to claim 20, 30 horsepower out of that air cleaner, it's not happening. I don't see. Now, this truck only has 800 miles on it, so I don't know if this thing has more power in it after it hits a certain miles. Somebody else claimed that, and we'll see. If I hit, say, 1,500, someone said 1,500 miles. If I hit 1,500 miles and it starts to feel different, I'll put the draggy on it again and see if it's any better. But I think it's going to be what it is. My Power Wagon ran like 15.9, and that's just got a little more torque and a little more horsepower, not much. It is heavier. So this being, a little lighter, although, I do have a lot of stuff I've added. We got the step. I know it's not a lot, but the stuff adds up. The step, side rails, bed cover, the ram bar, the side steps, and this truck does have 33s. So other than that, I don't think its air cleaner setup wasn't that. If anything slowed it down, it's the weight of that thing, because it actually isn't that light. So yeah, so like I said, I'm happy with it. I think it just looks awesome. So I'm happy with it. So enough on that. I will be doing the winch maybe in a couple days. I think I'm off on Monday. It seems like a good day to do it. It should go faster than the TRX because there's less steps, because this kit's for a TRX, but it's actually for a 1500. So it should, the only difference is you're not moving the cooler for the oil cooler. I think, was that it? Yeah, there was extra steps, but this one I just have to take the bumper off and cut a section out in the middle for the winch to come through, like behind it, and the supports in the back. So there's less going on with this truck. This has the active air dam. I don't think it's going to be in the way. It's like 4 bolts, I think, to take it off. So I don't think it's going to be in the way when it's the winch is in there. It's just going to be in the way maybe when I'm putting it in, but I can put it back on. So I am going to put that back on. I'm not going to leave it off. There's no reason to leave it off. So yeah, I'm almost done with this, getting it the way I want it. So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and the like button too, and we'll catch you on the next one.